She dragged me to her office party and let another man humiliate me in front of everyone. Liam Reynolds never enjoyed corporate events. As a self-made man running his own auto repair shop on Chicago's South Side, he preferred direct conversations and practical spaces over polished small talk and champagne flutes. Yet that night, he made an exception for his wife, Vanessa. She'd been unusually excited about this year's annual office gathering. Held on a lavish rooftop overlooking downtown, she had spent days perfecting her outfit, tweaking her makeup, and even booking a hair appointment. Details she hadn't fussed over in years. Liam noticed, but said nothing, chalking it up to workplace pressure or her need to impress her colleagues. What he hadn't anticipated was how that evening would shatter everything he thought he knew about their marriage. The venue was breathtaking. String lights twinkled like stars across the night sky, the skyline glowing behind them. Waiters in black ties offered hors d'oeuvres as well-dressed professionals mingled, glasses clinking, laughter echoing. Liam stood near the bar, swirling a whiskey he wasn't drinking, feeling more like a tag-along than a husband. Vanessa moved through the crowd like she belonged in a magazine spread. Confident, laughing, eyes sparkling under the city lights. She barely acknowledged Liam. A nod here, a quick wave there. No touch, no conversation. He tried to dismiss the unease curling in his chest. Maybe he just didn't belong here. Maybe this world of finance and flair wasn't for him. But the subtle glances from her coworkers, hushed whispers, awkward smirks, they told him something was off, something he wasn't ready for. Then she approached him, but she wasn't alone. A man Liam had never seen stood beside her, tall, smug, overly polished. His name was Austin. Vanessa introduced him casually, as though he were an afterthought. But the way he hovered too close, one hand brushing the small of her back, said everything Liam needed to know. "So you're the husband?" Austin grinned, but it didn't reach his eyes. "I've heard a bit about you." Liam stiffened. "I'm going to dance with her," Austin added, as if permission wasn't required. Vanessa smiled, brushing her hand down his arm. "You don't need to ask him. Let's go." It wasn't just disrespect. It was complete dismissal. Liam felt invisible. His wife, his partner of 6 years, had erased him from her world. It got worse. From the bar, Liam watched Austin lead Vanessa onto the dance floor. They moved too close, too naturally. Her hand rested on his chest. His gripped her waist like it had done so countless times before, and she didn't resist. People noticed. Conversations slowed. Phones discreetly recorded. Then Austin, catching Liam's eye, smirked and slid his fingers just beneath Vanessa's blouse. Not crude, but enough to show intent and control. Liam's glass shattered as it hit the floor. He strode toward them. "Get your hands off my wife," he growled. The music stopped. Conversations froze. Austin raised an eyebrow. "What are you going to do about it? Tough guy. You don't own her." Liam's fist clenched, not in fear but fury. From under his blazer, he revealed the edge of a concealed holster at his waist. Not a threat, but a warning that he wasn't helpless. The crowd stiffened. "Step away from her," he said coldly. Vanessa hesitated, lips parted, caught between guilt and defiance. Austin laughed. Too loud, too confident. Afraid she might enjoy dancing with Liam more than she ever had with him. Something inside Liam snapped. Without hesitation, he struck Austin square in the jaw. The man stumbled back, crashing into a table, spilling drinks, collapsing with a grunt. Chaos erupted. Some guests screamed, others clapped. Security rushed in. Austin remained seated, clutching his jaw. Bravado vanished. But the night didn't end there. As Austin was escorted out, Vanessa turned to Liam, venom dripping from her voice. "What is wrong with you?" she snapped. "You ruined everything." She wasn't ashamed. She was furious. "You let him touch you," Liam said, dumbfounded. "And you're mad at me?" She didn't hear him. Her tirade continued in front of coworkers, blaming him for the chaos, the ruined party, for daring to defend himself. The rooftop felt cold, not from the night air, but from the revelation sinking in. Their marriage wasn't strained. It was broken. The aftermath was even harsher. Vanessa had been having an affair with Austin for nearly a year. The party wasn't just a celebration, it was a reveal. Her coworkers knew. Some even encouraged it. Liam had been the only one unaware. The humiliation, he felt, wasn't imagined. It had been orchestrated. Austin was later fired. Security footage and phone recordings left HR no choice. Vanessa didn't escape either. Her reputation crumbled. Clients withdrew. Colleagues distanced themselves. The image she had carefully built collapsed in an instant. 2 days later, Liam filed for divorce. No yelling, no arguments. He walked into a lawyer's office and began the process. The man who had silently endured humiliation was gone. In his place stood someone determined to reclaim his dignity. The legal proceedings were swift. Thanks to undeniable evidence of infidelity and misconduct, Vanessa lost, in court and in the court of public opinion. Now, months later, Liam reflects on that night not with anger, but with clarity. It wasn't just about her cheating. It was about losing himself to a version of love that never truly saw him. Walking away, he realizes, was the most powerful choice he could make. You don't wait for someone to respect you, he says. You start by respecting yourself. He learned that love should never cost self-worth. A partner who can humiliate you publicly never loved you privately. The moment he left, that was the moment he began to heal. If this story resonates, let it remind you, self-respect isn't given. It's claimed. Don't stay where you're treated as an option. Stand where you're valued.